What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King, aka first name Rage, last name is him, back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, actually, y'all, please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rage Ranch TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, I know it's been a couple days since the world's worst Netflix fight has come and gone, as we saw Jake Paul get a unanimous decision over the aged and very aged Mike Tyson. I'm going to give my thoughts on the fight later on in the video, but the reason for this video today is the fact that Netflix is now being sued over said fight. Why is Netflix being sued over said fight? Allow Rage King to show you what's up. Yes, sir, as you see right here on your screen, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. This is the real deal, Holyfield, and real spill. Netflix is now being sued over the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. We got an article here giving us the reasons as to why. So without further ado, I'm going to stop running my trap and it's time to read and react, man. Let's get it. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson faced off against one another in the first ever live stream sporting event on Netflix. The result of the event being live streamed in this way led to a record 65 million concurrent streamers watching the boxing event all at once, according to Most Value Promotions. I'm going to be honest, the number probably was closer to 100 million due to all the people watching it, you know, through different streams, different ways of bootlegging the fight, if you will. So I think that number was a hell of a lot more than that. But on said Netflix, the platform of Netflix, 65 million is a lot of people. But let's continue. Fans irate with Netflix after Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight becomes unwatchable. Naturally, Netflix may not have accounted for the millions of people who are attempting to watch the fight all at once. The strain on the servers led to countless issues with streaming quality, buffering, and access. Thousands of people began to record their problems online, and let me tell you, y'all, for those that had Netflix and watched that fight, I'm gonna just be honest with you, that was probably the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I get it. Well, Netflix is not used to having all them people all at once, but look here, that ain't no excuse. Especially when y'all find a way to bump up the price on Netflix each and every chance you get. You don't want password sharing or anything like that. The least you can do is be able to stream a live fight, especially when y'all got WWE going over to y'all in January. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But let's continue. As a result of the poor streaming quality, a class action lawsuit has now been filed in Florida. A man by the name of Ronald Blue Denton has filed the lawsuit, which states that around 90,000 people lost the ability to watch the live stream fight. And when I tell you there was people watching the fight between the buffering, having to back up and then go back in and then wait, you'll see a minute of it, then it's buffering again and you can't get into it, bro. It's completely frustrating. And then on top of that, you're charging people money. Even if people already had Netflix as it is, the fact that y'all had it on Netflix and people couldn't even watch it in peace and watch it without the bullshit is astonishing. And to be honest, I can't blame this man. I really don't. I don't know if he'll win, but I can't blame this man for being upset. I think a lot more people that aren't getting their money's worth and what they're paying for should take this action with these big platforms like this going forward. But that's just my opinion. Feel free to disagree in the comment section. Let's continue. Denton filed the lawsuit in Hillsborough County, Florida on Monday, accusing Netflix of breach of contract and deceptive trade practices. All the more reasons why I say this should not just stop here. It should continue on in other platforms that do this, video games in particular. Also, so you know, whether it be NBA, NFL, whenever somebody is not giving you their money's worth, whenever they are in breach of contract and being deceptive, they telling you and showing you one thing, trying to say you this, and then you get something completely different and you're not getting your money's worth. I feel more people should do this going forward. Maybe they'll finally get their shit together. But that's just me. I'm a bit cynical. NBC Chicago contacted Netflix for a response to the troubles and was told in part nothing to comment on at this time. Oh, I bet you didn't, but you had all your chest out. You was beating all on your chest like King Kong and shit. When it came to raising prices, we gonna crack down on password sharing. We don't want y'all power because we want more money. But yet, with that more money, y'all couldn't put on any kind of fight or any kind of live stream that had decent servers on it. Y'all servers on that night was ran on fucking potatoes. I don't give a damn what you say. Let's continue. According to a report from WFAA, the lawsuit indicates that viewers were faced with legendary problems, including no access, streaming glitches, and buffering issues. Again, I'm worried about WWE Monday Night Raw when they go over to Netflix because they typically go live. They're usually live. Other than a few, they may pre-record a few episodes here and there, for people to go across seas or people to be with their families over the holidays. But all in all, a place like Monday Night Raw, a company like Monday Night Raw, they usually run their shows live. And to see what was going on with the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, I am very worried about that move at this point in time. Not saying they can't get it together, but I doubt it. Let's finish it off. Additionally, 60 million Americans were hyped to see Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, versus YouTuber turned prize fighter Jake Paul. What they saw was the baddest streaming on the planet, the lawsuit stated. He's actually got a sense of humor. So far, Netflix has not commented on the issues stemming from the quality of the fight to many households. Many are concerned that Netflix will have the same issues when the NFL heads to the streamer for the first time on Christmas. So, again, you got the NFL and the NBA. Those are live. And you're going to have a lot of people trying to watch that shit. So, if y'all don't get it together, you're going to have some shit. 2 games are set to be shown on the streamer: the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Baltimore Ravens versus my Houston Texans. Yes, I'm a Houston Texans fan, true and true. I don't give a damn how you feel about that. Despite the growing concerns, ESPN Dan Graziano stated that the NFL is already doing its due diligence to ensure the same issues will not be replicated. I'm glad somebody is. It should be Netflix, but I'm glad somebody is trying to get ahead of the situation and try to prevent as many problems as they can. According to Graziano's report, the buffering problems that Netflix had with the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight Friday raised some eyebrows around the league, since the NFL is scheduled to broadcast 2 Christmas Day games on Netflix this year. Obviously, it would cause major uproar if the stream cut out or froze in the middle of a spectacular Lamar Jackson scramble, or Patrick Mahomes deep throw to the end zone, or a CJ Stroud deep throw to the end zone. I'm just saying. The NFL did not check in. The NFL did check in with Netflix following the Tyson Paul fight to ask about the problems and assess the likelihood that they could repeat themselves on Christmas. Netflix said the fight reached 60 million homes, and apparently part of the explanation to the league was that the unprecedented scale for them of broadcasting a live sporting event contributed to some of the challenges they faced. And that is the end of the article. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Netflix, that ain't no excuse. On top of having 60 million households to be in, those are 60 million households that are also paying for the service. So if you're not able to give out, if your servers are not able to not have all these issues when there's X amount of people on them, then you need to either lower those prices or you need to get your shit together, because this is not a good look. I'm going to be honest with you. As horrible as that fight was, as horrible as Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight was, the least you can do is have servers that can handle that type of shit. You need to have servers that can handle a live sporting event. If not, then you need to start refunding people their money. And I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all better hope this is the first and only dude that's doing this. Because once more and more people catch wind of what's going on and they got their resources to go handle this and sue for this, y'all gonna be in some deep shit. Y'all are gonna be in some very deep shit. And I, for one, am not gonna feel bad about it. But as far as the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight goes, y'all, Mike Tyson is a 50-year-old man. He's a grandfather. He's also had health problems. Mike Tyson is not in his 20s and 30s anymore, and that's okay. Because let's just be honest. Everybody could see that fight was scripted. Everybody could see that. You could see all the different clips. Mike Tyson was able to hit him with a hook, and then he just laid back off. From what I've been hearing from people like Michael Irvin and other sources, Mike Tyson wasn't even allowed to use his uppercut. So, I mean, at this point, you might as well just put him in a WWE ring if you were just going to script the whole damn thing. We all knew this was just nothing more than promotion for Jake Paul to go and fight somebody. And I will end the video on this. Jake Paul, if you got time to hop in the ring with former athletes and guys who used to be some of the greatest, who are the greatest fighters of all time but are clearly past their prime, it is time for your big head ass to get in the ring with men and actual boxers that are at your age and at, or if not above, your skill level. You don't get any point, because I mean, think about it. What points does a 27-year-old in shape, in his prime man get for beating up a 58-year-old grandfather with health problems? What points do you get? And let's just keep it all the way 100. Nobody was watching this fight for Jake Paul. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but hardly anybody. That many people were not watching to see Jake Paul actually fight. We wanted to see if Mike Tyson was just gonna say, fuck it, knock his punk ass out. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. I don't have a personal problem with Jake Paul. I don't. But to sit there and say you're a prize fighter, you're this, you're that, but you won't get in the ring with dudes your age? You won't get in the ring with like a Danny Garcia? You won't get in the ring with a Shakur Stevenson? You won't get in there with a Tank Davis? A Javante Davis? Come on now, bro. How legitimate of a prize fighter can we take you when you won't actually fight other fighters that are actually in their prime? That's not going to follow no script and they have no problem knocking your punk ass out. So that's really my thoughts on the fight. You really ain't, honestly, I just wanted to see Mike Tyson get him one good time. I did. But then you realize, damn, he's 58 years old. He's pushing 60. Got health problems. You understand what I'm saying? So, Jake Paul, you don't get no kudos for that. Now, if Mike Tyson would have knocked him out, everybody would have just been Mike Tyson. You know, it's Mike Tyson. Hey, get your bag, do whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Jake Paul, win or lose, you didn't get no points for this. You didn't get no points for that fight, bro. Get your ass in the ring with actual fighters around your age and at your skill level, if not above. Let's see how much of a prize fighter you really are when one of them actual welterweights get in there and get a hold of your ass. No diddy. But that's just my opinion, man. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about Netflix being sued for their poor live streaming service, man. As long as y'all may respect and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. And Rage King will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.